What's up guys, welcome back for another Yugioh Pro Tool video. New Deep Sea or a new Deep Sea archetype I guess was revealed earlier today, so let's try it out. It's already up on Yugioh Pro, so props to the coding team. On first sight, I was like, this archetype doesn't really seem too fantastic. The first few cards, 3 effect monsters, level 1, level 2, level 3, again Deep Sea monsters, so all special summonable of your Deep Sea Diva. They have a synchro as well, a level 7 one, which is fine. It's not really the best one. It's also a tuner, by the way, not to forget. And the spell card, I believe the spell card, well, the spell card is basically a rota. You have to banish like a water from your graveyard to search a level 4 or lower sea serpent from your deck. So I'm looking at Dragoons, so Dragoons now is searchable, same for Diva. Diva again is also searchable off of this spell card, so it's basically a rota for Mermails in general. Then again, the other monsters, and that's where the key combo or key moves, I guess, for the archetype lies, is that they all have like at least their first effect is like something to do with like looking at your opponent's hand. I'm not running the level 1. The level 1 just states that as soon as it's like discarded, if I'm not mistaken, you can just look at your opponent's hand. And the level 2 has the effect that when it's discarded, you know, for a water effect monster, etc. As you know, like common stuff here for Mermail/Atlanteans. Again, look at your opponent's hand and then banish 1 card face down. Same for the level 3, but again, differences is your opponent will pick, etc. But again, both cards, when they were banished during that turn, you know, like banished phase up, your opponent will be getting them back in the end phase. And that's where the synchro could come into play. The first effect of the synchro, it's level 7 by the way, lets you target one of your opponent's banished cards, and then that banished card, your opponent will get it back. But again, yeah, he will get it back in the end phase, but you know what I mean. And then you can just get something from your deck. That's cool, but that's not really the best. The third effect of the synchro is cute, is that when it's, at least when it leaves the field, you can target one of your banished cards, your opponent's banished cards that is, and then just send it back to the deck. So in this case it might work out fine, but again it's level 7 synchro, so that's not really too common. The thing here is that with this Deep Sea like archetype, or with these Deep Sea monsters, and especially with the best one being the level 3, the level 3 has that confiscation-alike effect that you have to discard any other water monster to take a look at your opponent's hand and pick one. Basically like a confiscation until the end phase. Okay, your opponent will get back the card, but first of all, you get free information about your opponent's hand. Again, very crucial why cards like confiscation, Trap Dust Shoot, etc. are currently banned, right? So you're getting free information about your opponent's hand. And then there's the other card that Mermails run, and that's Mulling Glacia. And let's say you're able to pair it up, your discard, your level 3 Deep Sea monster with a level 2. Again, the level 2 also has the effect that it banishes something face up from your opponent's hand. That's 2 cards less. Okay, he'll get it back during the end phase, but that means that, best case scenario, you can pick away the hand traps first. And I'm looking at cards like Nibiru, like Ash Blossom for example. Use your confiscation-alike cards first to shut down or bypass those hand traps, and then go all in with your multiple special summons like Diva and, you know, like the standard Mermail stuff, Atlantean stuff you see here. Also something nifty, and as you see here, is that with these discard cards, you could pick like, let's say Malicious for example. I mean, you don't want to hit Malicious with your Mulling Glacia, so that's where this new Deep Sea monster comes into play, the level 3. Discard something and then pick away the Malicious, just banish it until the end phase, and then follow it up with a Mulling Glacia play, hopefully hitting those power spells or, you know, other powerful cards like what happened here. Very unfortunately here with the 100 life points left, but the Ash Blossom is going to take care of it. Just go for Abysslacia as well, you know, like just the ability to play during your opponent's turn. This duel perfectly again showcases the power of this archetype. Again, with the chain links, just arrange that your Abysstias is chain link 2. I think it's forced that it's chain link 2, but long story short, just get rid of your opponent's hand traps, right, with you know, like Nibiru gone, Ash Blossom, etc. So Mulling Glacia can work, you know, do wonders, discarding the The Reborn as well, that was a crucial pick, especially because of the Abyss scale here. So the Call by the Grave was used up to force out the negation, but again, in the long run, it's not going to matter too much because of Gaios. Abyss Gaios negating the search. Again, I don't want to give him the opportunity to go for the extra Link Summon. Again, potentially get something back from the graveyard, etc. And this is where, you know, and something I haven't mentioned yet is that the deep sea monsters also have a second effect, is that, you know, when they are special summons. So let's say off of Deep Sea Diva or off of Abyssalacia, for example. The level 1 is cool, it's basically a monster reborn, so it reborns something from your graveyard, so that's cool. The second one, the level 2, as you saw, it gets something back from your graveyard back to the hand, so it's basically like a Master Ball, if that makes sense. While the level 3 puts something back from the graveyard into the deck, so that's cool, maybe put back a Dragoon, so that's okay. But the level 2, it's where it's at, right? If you're able to special summon it during your opponent's turn, use a special summoning effect, maybe special summon something else, right? Or pick, you know, like get something back from the graveyard, that all works out fine. So this new Deep Sea archetype with Mermails / Atlanteans, I think they can definitely go well together. I was also thinking about adding in Surface, you know, like giving the opportunity to get like a level 3 on the field, maybe go for the level 7 synchro play, although personally I'm not a huge fan of that. Not sure if you would main deck Surface or Monster Reborn cards here in Mermail Atlanteans, but again, those are all definitely options. So again, Abyssalacia, Interruption, and that's just a beautiful part. You're getting free information about your opponent's hand, the entire hand, pick away the hand traps, I guess, that could screw you over in the turn, and it just lets you play, if again, that makes sense. And yeah, like using your, what is it called, your infantry on the Matrix is like, is it Matrix level 1? It seems like a strange play, but again, we knew the hands, that was like the only play to prevent the Titan or whatever, or Colossus from coming out. So anyway, last example, going second, and that can definitely go second. You have the 3 Kaijus, Raiba Thunder. It's such a difficult matchup because of the, you know, like I can't search anything, and with a deck like Mermails, that's definitely crucial. So Abyss Megalo getting the extra search here, forcing out the back row, but now it's not looking too great. Especially because of the, what's it called, the Link 2 here, the Wee Witch, but yeah, because of Titan as well. Titan pops my big beat stick, and I needed that, but okay, I still have the follow-up play of Deep Sea Diva. Maybe, who knows, by the time you're getting this archetype, or the OCG is getting the archetype, Deep Sea Diva might be released back to 2 or back to 3, who knows, not really sure, I don't think so. But yeah, again, who knows, right? And yeah, this is quite unfortunate, losing the Master Boy. Okay, getting back Diva, and I think I'm going to survive, but it's not going to matter too much. Again, at least my follow-up plays are now limited, and as you saw, Moaling Glacier left the field, and I'm going to forget that. At least I will try to go into the battle phase, and yeah, the thing here is as well, I need to play around the Masquerina as well. So anyway, so yeah, the pot, getting the 2 extra draws and permanence lets me prevent the Unicorn, I guess, from coming out. But here I wanted the Marksman to put some damage on board, or, you know, put some damage, giving me the 4th monster potentially for the Link Summon, but doesn't matter, right? Falling Glacier immediately in the end phase, and this is definitely game over, so yeah, another example, last example indeed. Going first, and this opening hand is much worse. Like Abystius without the Dragoons. Maybe there's like, maybe, yeah, indeed, maybe I should play like the Almirage, the Salamangreat Almirage, then I would have normal summoned Marksman go for that. No, I believe Almirage says 1000 or less, yeah, indeed. So that definitely wasn't possible, but I just wanted to say that I needed to get like a water in my graveyard to use that Rota, banish the water, Surge Dragoons, and then Abystius Dragoons for some nasty combos, but nope, that wasn't possible. So yeah, that's a small downside, I guess, you needing the water monster in your graveyard. But I think the ratios are fine. I'm not a huge fan of the level 1, but the level 3 and level 2 are definitely, yeah, definitely okay, I guess, here in the main deck. They can definitely be considered being like semi-staples for Mermail Atlanteans because of their, you know, ability. Same for their Rota. Their Rota feels staple. Immediately searched out Dragoons, and that's just fantastic, right? The level 7 Synchro, on the other hand, doesn't really feel that fantastic, but as you know, Needle Fiber will be released in the TCG as well. Pretty much with the same period, like the same time, March, April is where the set, I believe, is going to be released in the TCG as well, so definitely look out for that. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching, and feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Lithium signing out. Peace.